Okay, so if you've ever stepped foot on a film set, you know it's basically controlled chaos, right? But what happens when that control just disappears? Well, today we're going to crack open the professional's playbook for handling exactly that, on-set crisis management. And we're zeroing in on the department that's always on the front lines, locations.
And let's get one thing straight right off the bat. This is the core principle, and it's so important. Problems are going to happen, period. It's impossible to stop every little thing from going wrong. The real test of a pro, the thing that separates the best from the rest, is how they respond when things inevitably go sideways. It's your response, not the problem itself, that truly defines the outcome.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to really lean into the idea that crisis is just part of the job. Then we'll look at the usual suspects, the most common problems you'll face. From there, we'll walk through a step-by-step protocol, get into the all-important communication playbook, and wrap it all up with the big professional takeaway.
Right, first things first. For a locations team, a problem isn't a sign that you failed. Not at all. It's literally just part of the job description. So whether it's some tiny little hiccup or a full-blown shutdown, the expectation is that things will happen. The whole game is just being ready for when they do.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. What kind of challenges are we talking about? Well, let's meet the usual suspects, the kind of recurring characters you're almost guaranteed to see in the drama of any film shoot.
First up, the classic neighbor complaint. You know the drill. You've got generators humming at 5 in the morning, massive lights blasting into someone's bedroom window, and like a dozen trucks taking up every single parking spot on the street. It could be something big like that, or it could be something tiny, like a crew member smoking a little too close to someone's prized rose bush. Doesn't matter. One angry phone call to the city film office, and your entire permit could be in jeopardy, just like that. Next, we have the one thing nobody, and I mean nobody, can control: the weather. Picture this. You've planned the perfect, beautiful, sunny picnic scene, and out of nowhere, a massive thunderstorm just rolls in. Suddenly, a whole day of shooting, which could be costing tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, is completely on the line. And guess what? Everyone is looking at you, at locations, for a backup plan, and they need it right now. Then there's the logistical nightmare. A giant grip truck gets itself stuck on a super narrow street, and now it's blocking every other vehicle from getting in or out. Or maybe the one person with the keys to your main location just isn't answering their phone. Production grinds to a complete halt until you can figure it out and clear the path. And every single minute that ticks by is just burning money and daylight. And this is a big one. A piece of gear scratches the beautiful hardwood floors in a historic home, or a crew member accidentally backs into a priceless antique and knocks it over. This isn't just an inconvenience, This is a serious problem that can destroy relationships with location owners and cost the production a lot of money. So yeah, these are the kinds of fires you'll constantly be putting out. And even though they feel like pure chaos in the moment, a real professional doesn't panic. Nope. They have a protocol. So let's break down that 6-step playbook for taking immediate, effective control of the situation.
All right, this process is your lifeline. It's 6 key steps. Step 1, and this is maybe the hardest part: stay calm. Just breathe and assess what's actually happening before you react. 2, get on the radio. Communicate immediately with key department heads, the AD, the UPM. 3, document everything. I mean it. Photos, detailed notes, get it all down. This is absolutely crucial. 4, and this is non-negotiable, address any and all safety concerns. Nothing else matters more. 5, implement a solution. Do it fast and do it decisively. And finally, number 6, follow up later. Figure out what went wrong so you can try to keep it from happening all over again. Now, running that whole protocol really hinges on one critical skill: communication. And we're not just talking about talking here. This is your most powerful tool for de-escalating tension, for managing expectations, and for keeping people on your side when things get, pretty heated. This slide shows such a simple but profound difference in approach. Your first instinct, your gut reaction, might be to get defensive, to argue your case. But trust me, that is a losing game every single time. The professional move is to just stop, listen, and actually validate their concerns. Seriously, making someone feel heard is half the battle won right there. And there are 3 other keys here. First, always provide clear, honest information. Don't make promises you can't keep, because that will only make things 100 times worse down the line. Second, know when to escalate. Some problems are just above your pay grade, and you need to hand them off to the producers right away. And finally,
No matter what, you always maintain a professional and calm demeanor, because in that moment, you are the face of the entire production. So let's pull all this together, shall we? Why is it so vital to master this whole crisis response thing? What's the real end game of all this hard work?
Ultimately, this is about so much more than just fixing a broken lamp or calming down an angry neighbor. A swift, professional response is what keeps the incredibly expensive machine of a film production running on time and on budget. And just as importantly, it protects the company's reputation, making sure that you'll actually be welcomed back to film in that community ever again.
So we'll leave you with this to chew on. When the pressure is really on, everyone is looking at you for the answer. Which one of these steps do you think is the absolute hardest to nail down? Is it that initial stay calm part? Or maybe trying to remember to document everything when all hell is breaking loose? Honestly, thinking about that now when things are quiet is probably the best prep you can do for when things, well, inevitably get loud.